I'm Liz Casanova with That Nerd Show. We're with, you're the director
Yes.
of Seadrift.
That's right.
And tell me a little bit about this documentary.
Yeah, so it's a feature documentary. It looks at the Vietnamese fishing community in Texas, on the South Texas coast. It's a small town of about 1,200 people, and it looks at how they first came to this little town, and a shooting that happened in 1979 that led to a resurgence of the KKK in Texas that tried to drive the Vietnamese out of the industry, and looks at how the community has come to be able to find a way to coexist in that town after such a traumatic event.
I would think that some people would be a little surprised that there's a big Vietnamese community in Texas. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Vietnamese, Asian Americans in Texas and in the South in general is very much overlooked. But we're here. We've been here for a long time. The Vietnamese community is big here. I think it's the next largest minority group outside of Latinos. And so, the story of the Vietnamese refugee community, I think it's just starting to get noticed and be written about and be part of films. So we're really excited to be part of that, to sort of help share that story that's been missing in our history books and in our mainstream media.
How did you get involved with this? I mean, when did you say I need to make this film, and how long did it take for you?
So I found out about the story through reading a book called Asian Texans that sort of chronicled all the different immigration waves of Asians to Texas. And so, the experiences of the Vietnamese refugee community is so dramatic. And, when I first read about it, I was really surprised I hadn't heard about it through history classes. And so the fact that it was covered by mainstream media at the time, but now it's been sort of a forgotten story, really piqued my interest, and so that's what prompted me to go down and start interviewing people to try to understand the story.
Did you get any kind of resistance? Because I haven't seen the movie yet. I saw the trailer and I thought, wow, that's really interesting. I mean, was there any pushback from people? People that kind of were like suspicious of you or whatever?
Absolutely. Access was pretty difficult on both sides, actually. In Seadrift, the Vietnamese are still there, and they're very much a part of the community. They've come to learn to work with each other. So a lot of people, when I started asking questions, their question for me is why? Why do you want, we're fine. But now that, we're finished with the film, and I think a lot of people in Seadrift, residents, people we've interviewed that have seen the film, they tell me that, they didn't know the whole picture. And so we hope this story can help the community of Seadrift, but also other communities that's had issues with race, with other sort of divisions, to help figure out a way for reconciliation.
Well, I mean, it's such a relevant topic anyway, especially now in this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so before we run out of battery power, I'm going to ask one very nerdy question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In the nerd universe,
yes.
If you had a weapon of choice or a superpower of choice to defeat the forces of evil, what would it be and why?
I would control time. Working on this film, you asked that earlier, but we started shooting in 2012. So it's been, 7+ years, odyssey to get this film to this point. And if I was able to control time a little better, then, we would be able to really be able to get stories out quicker.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations for being at DIF. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.